Hi, and welcome back to another one of my videos. In this one, we'll be going through my recently deleted folder to see what we can discover. Here's a sneak peek of pictures that come up later on in this video. Let's start at the beginning of the deleted pile. This is my first Procreate drawing, when I was 16 years old. Here, I'm exploring several brushes to get a sense of them. Electrocuted hair, I know. I loved the beach, so I drew it with little footsteps on the side. Then I got into typography, which as you can see, I wasn't very good at. And then I went through a phase where I enjoyed dystopian or fantasy art. I was still working on my imagination at this point. I hit a streak of pattern making that I wanted to print on textiles or cushion covers for my mother, who is an interior designer. And then I just fell in love with the brush strokes and color palettes. I saw a lot of people painting watercolor florals, so I tried my hand at it. I wanted to demonstrate the rough blending of paint strokes in this artwork. Because the color does not follow the outline and rebels against it, this pattern has a unique type of beauty. Here's an unfinished mountain painting, a flying train in space, and a man with a cowboy hat walking through smoke cinematically. Nature paintings of when I had traveled. Monstera leaf outlines. Greeting cards with joyful illustrations such as this sweet snowman with his cute carrot nose and some Christmas cones. Paintings of nature are next. This one has a desert theme with what appears to be a river of cheese, some cold icy trees, a train on a bridge, and a forest trail. Then there were random googly-eyed patterns and my first character illustration. I started practicing various human postures. For this one, I believe I visited a website that provided images of figures that I just used as reference to draw. Learning this way is fundamental for every artist. I entered a competition to come up with an entertainment concept or tourist attraction, but I had missed the deadline to submit it. A wedding card invitation, more watercolor flowers. And a traditional art concept that I planned to paint on a canvas but never completed. I loved her hairstyle. Watercolor florals once again. And because I'm fascinated with underwater elements, I added it with some typography. I was asked to make a quick sample book cover for my university. So I settled on Agatha Christie's. The first sketch and the final version with ransom-style typography are seen here. I got back into patterns with the knowledge that I have now. I thought this one had potential. And when I started doing fruit designs, I began to like my color choices more. Only the background is solid color, and the outlines are detailed in this inverse flower artwork. I recently started producing 3D interiors and exhibition stands and stalls, so with some help, I made this little ice cream counter. I used a different art style for these crammed together buildings, as well as a limited color palette, gives me cartoony vibes. I liked the guy peeking from the window in the middle. These are nature-inspired painting studies that I made using primarily the colors at the bottom of the page. Each painting took me around 10 minutes to complete. Finally, there's this painting of a kid fascinated by an underwater city that I submitted for a Procreate competition. And that pretty much sums up my recently deleted folder. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a comment, share it, and subscribe for more. Let me know what other videos you'd like to see. Thank you and take care.